Welcome to Charlotte, North Carolina, home of the NASCAR Hall of Fame. Let's take a walk around. As soon as you enter, you're at a display called Glory Road, a massive collection of cars, mostly from the past. Number 11 of Wendell Scott. Let's check out one of the interactive displays. People would ask me who was my pit crew, who was my mechanic, and I would say me, and I was Wendell Scott in 2015. Let's get inside. Wonder what's inside the bag. I doubt very seriously he had that good a harness back then. Look how he's got a bar here to keep him in the seat. Let's keep on going. Here you see Bill Blair's car. Glenn Wood. Now we get to Joe Weatherly's car. I'd really like to know if this is a recreation or not. Built by Bud Moore. We visited Bud Moore's shop in our Spartanburg video. Make sure you go back and watch that. I think it's really cool how they had the exhaust coming through the body like that. And again, I'm not sure if this is a recreation or not. See where Bud Moore signed the dash there. It kind of looks real. The welds don't look all that great. So I'm not sure. If you know, leave me a comment. The Golden Boy, Fred Lorenzen. Holman and Moody on this car. Jody Ridley and Ricky Rudd. Owner Junie Donlevy. Man, that's a pretty cool car there. That was a while back. I think that's when racing really was good racing in stock car. Let's even get Greenville Pickens there. And you know they got to have the king in here, Richard Petty. How about Neil Bonnett's Budweiser car, owned by Junior Johnson. It's a pretty car. I love a red car. See the mirror up there. Davey Allison's car. And this one has a lot of memories for me. Sparks a lot of memories seeing the Mark Martin Winn-Dixie car. Man, he was tearing it up in Rockingham and everything back in the early 90s. Man, how many wins did he have in this car? It seemed like he won or would walk off and leave them, and every time he ran this car. That's what the noise is in the background. We got the Intimidator, Dale Sr. up here. Jeff Gordon. Casey Kane. Again, I apologize about the noise in the background. They're taking some decals off of the little guardrail. Matt Crafton. Ty Gibbs. And I'm pretty sure this one's real Justin Allgaier. Still got the debris on the front. Wow, Keelan Harvick already has a car in here. That's crazy. You usually have some displays in here, I thought. Guess I'm wrong. As you notice, as we walked up, the banking got more steep and represents all of the tracks all the way up to the 33-degree banking for Talladega. It's really hard to walk up these. It's crazy. At the top of Glory Road is the Hall of Honor.
There are certain virtues that NASCAR's best have in common. Everyone who drives in NASCAR has some of those traits.
All right, 2010 was Dale Earnhardt, Bill France Jr., Bill France Sr., Junior Johnson, Richard Petty. 2011, 2012, including Cale Yarborough. 2013, including Cotton Owens. 2014, including Tim Flock and Fireball Roberts. 2015 include Fred Lorenzen and Wendell Scott. 2016 included Terry Labonte and Bruton Smith. Curtis Turner, quite the character. 2017 included Mark Martin. 2018 included Red Byron. Robert Yates, a good one. 2019 included Alan Kulwicki. 2020 included Bobby Labonte and Waddell Wilson. Waddell is 86 years old now, I believe. 2021 included Red Farmer. Have a mutual friend with him. 2023 included Herschel McGriff. 2024 included Donnie Allison. 2025 included Ralph Moody. And 2026 included Harry Gant. Now I really have mixed emotions on Kurt Busch being in the Hall of Fame at this point. I understand you need some people that are still relevant nowadays to the audience that's watching, but you just got mixed emotions on people that are still racing being in the Hall of Fame. What do you think? Ray Hendrick, known as Mr. Modified, had a 36-year racing career. Here, they will be remembered forever. The Virginia native collected more than 700 victories in modifieds in the NASCAR Late Model Sportsman Series, later known as the Busch Grand National Series. Hendrick never won a national modified championship, but finished in the top 10 in points 9 times in the 1960s. Along the wall here, you have interviews and stories about different drivers. Let's check out Cale Yarborough. I was hoping you'd be able to hear the interviews through the GoPro microphone, but if you ever get to visit, you get to listen to stories by the legends themselves and their peers about their racing careers. Alright, that's our local hometown hero right there. Let's see who else. Cotton Owens.
Cotton won the 1966 Premier Series Championship with driver David Pearson, along with the 1970 Southern 500 with Buddy.
Baseball's got their Mr. October. We still got our Mr.
Handsome Harry Gant. Harry Gant is probably best known for driving the number 33 Skull Bandit car in the NASCAR Winston Cup Series. Gant won 39 races combined with the Cup Series and Busch Grand National Series, and had a 4-race win streak in the Cup circuit in 1991, earning him the nickname Mr. September. Also known as Handsome Harry, he holds the record for the oldest driver to win a Cup Series race at 52 years old.
That was something incredible. If you want to add another exclamation point to it, he won the 2 Busch races that he entered in September, and the first one he entered in October. So he won 7 races.
Come around the corner, it says Inside NASCAR. No idea what this is about. It says the headphones on. I don't know about that either. this is the simulators of some sort. We did not pay extra to do this. They forgot to write touch up there. Just Barry. We can deal with that. Of course, this is Josh Berry's car. And for all intents and purposes, it does look like a Ford Mustang. Not sure if you can see the dips and stuff there. It's crazy how much things have changed over the years. The traditional transmission is now, what do they call it, transaxle? Yeah. Of course, the single lug nut, which I'm not a fan of. I guess next we're going into the hauler. Pit box over there.
Once the haulers arrive at the track, the hauler driver joins the road crew and takes on a wide range of jobs. From being a chef,
Gotta have a microwave.
or serving as a utility player, pitching in to help with any task needed.
Different
We also have
springs.
to make sure the truck is clean inside and out. So
Toolboxes.
For guests and sponsors. At the end of each race, I'll reload the tractor trailer and hit the road back to the shop.
This is to adjust and check your shocks. There's a name for it, I can't remember.
So the cars can be uploaded, updated, and turned around for future races.
Ton of Penske shocks in there. It's pretty cool.
Driving a mobile race shop that needs different
I haven't been inside of one of these in a while. And up here in the lounge area. I don't know if you're going to be able to see that or not. Then what I call dead area. It's not much to see here, just fillers. Memorable moments from 2025. I honestly think the racing kind of sucked in 2025. It's gotten a lot better. Martin Truex tracker car, number 19. I wish he was still around and relevant. And this area here is 5 generations of Earnhardt Racing. Coveralls and fire suits. Including Ralph. And of course Dale Jr., Kelly. All right, just upstairs, one more level, Heritage Speedway, the NASCAR story. Another Harley Earl trophy. We saw one of those at Hendricks. I have found my place here. 1885, the first practical gasoline automobile developed in Germany by Carl Benz. Okay, number 11. What trophy is this? Chicago Speedway Trophy, 1916. English racer Dario Resta, fresh off his win in the Indianapolis 500, won this magnificent cup at the 2-mile high-banked pine board surface Illinois racetrack. That's a nice trophy. Man, I hope y'all can see that. Number 9, leather racing headgear from 1920. 1901, Henry Ford beats Alexander Winton. Winton was the first car to go across country, by the way. Sir Henry Seagrave Golden Arrow car model. Do some research on that one. You won't be disappointed. Number 6, Bob Phlox. 1945 Charlotte Trophy. Man, we're just getting surrounded by the Phlox stuff. Roy Hall's first place trophy. Bill Blair's helmet and goggles.
NASCAR started so close to the hard, compact sands of Daytona Beach.
Number 6, Fonnie Flock's Championship Trophy, 1947. More Flock stuff. I hope you can see his name on there. Won by Fonnie Flock, Atlanta, Georgia. I really love the fact that they have old races playing. National Stock Car Racing Championship Trophy presented by Nash Dealers of the United States. Number 9. NASCAR's oldest division, NASCAR Modified Championship Perpetual Trophy presented by Nash. Richie Evans. Well, don't really say. That's Red Byron's trophy there. Jim Reed's trophy, 1957. Number 9 is Ned Jarrett's Sportsman trophy. Number 4 is Cale Yarborough's trophy. Doesn't look like the plaque ever got filled out. But number 4, Cale Yarborough's Firecracker 400 trophy. I wonder why it never got filled out. Number 5 is Bobby Allison's Southern 500 pole, which will be here. Number 3. Benny Parsons Championship, number 1 right there. 1973. Number 7 is Janet Guthrie's Charlotte Motor Speedway commemorative plaque. There's number 7. Right there. Number 6 is Richard Petty Championship Trophy. Cale Yarborough. No mistake about that one. David Pearson. That's the famous fight helmet. Donnie Allison's. 1979. I think that was on CBS. I think that was the first live flag-to-flag coverage. And I think that's what really set NASCAR on its way to being a big thing. Junior Johnson. Pit crew uniform, race day uniform. Bobby Isaac. Ralph Moody jacket. Donnie Allison uniform. Smokey Unix cowboy boots. Will Warren. Jack Smith's helmet. Ned Jarrett's number 11 uniform. Shirt from the Wood Brothers. I'd love to have that one. 1964 Richard Petty National Championship jacket. The man Fred Lorenzen, the Golden Boy. I wonder if that's blood or just some sort of stain. All right, Lee Petty Engineering, Maurice Petty's actual jacket there. And Harold Brazington. He built Darlington. 1959 Daytona 500. Lee Petty actually wore this during the race. Dozens and dozens and dozens of more trophies. Number 1 was Derek Coates' upset Daytona 500 win. I think I'd have had to keep that one. It's cool that it's in the museum, but I think I'd have had to keep that one. He was in the Purelator car, checkerboard, and we actually painted one of my cars to match that. Alright, whose is this one? Cracker Barrel 500 number 2. It is Kevin Harvick trophy from 2001. Getting creative and stuff with the trophies in this area, you can see. Brad Keselowski got a pit violation for using this jack apparently. Alright, back up this aisle, Austin Dillon, Matt Kenseth, Bobby Labonte, Jason Keller, he's from South Carolina. I don't know what happened to him. Dale Jarrett, Petty Moise, one of the few semi-successful female drivers. I think I need to do a video on female drivers. That's all over the news lately. Natalie Decker, I don't know. Herschel McGriff, Richard Petty. Alright, who we got here? Bobby Ellison. Darrell Waltrips. Alright, my SD card filled up. So we missed a little bit, but all we missed was the Toyota cutaway car, I think, and the Richard Petty cutaway car. Anyway, we got Cale and Junior Johnson here working on the engine. We'll cut back around this way real quick. That's very similar to the racing seat that I had. Here's the half and half Richard Petty car, half street car, half race car. And over there was the Toyota half pace car, half race car. I don't know why somebody would spend that much time to put them side by side, but hey, it's their deal, not mine. What do we have here? Alright. I was watching the Wood Brothers innovation on pit stops here.
They realized that time wasted on pit road was time on the racetrack. Little things like that's what made a difference. Nobody else was paying attention to that.
Winter now, they got a little bit ahead of us. I think they practiced. We never practiced. We just went to the racetrack and they did the tank. It was years later before we ever said, you know, we need to practice this deal.
It's pretty cool. Wood Brothers were quite innovative. And I thought this was a flock car, but it's half and half again. I don't understand this. I wish it was a real, or even a replica car, not half street car, half race car. What's the use? Alright, Carolina 500, Rockingham, North Carolina Motor Speedway. In my opinion, the best track to ever go to. You can see all around it. Spectacular track. Spectacular track. I wish they would get their stuff together and have regular races there again. Alright, who's this? NASCAR officials jersey here. And number 7 is Waddell Wilson Championship jacket, 1968. Man, he looks a lot bigger on TV. Maybe he just got bigger with age. I think we all do. Or we're going to say we all do. All right, Curtis Turner Smoky Eunuch. Minor problems, missing a whole valve. 1967 Daytona 500. A little bit of a shop setup here. Flathead. On the back side is the Wheeling Hall of Champions, one of NASCAR's divisions. And, well, it is what it is. The weekly series, the Modified Tour, going all the way back to 1948. And, all right, we got Fonny Flock up here, 1949. Who else do we recognize? Red Farmer. Again, we have a mutual friend. Bobby Allison. Jimmy Spencer, 1970 or 1987. Menards East, going back to 1987. Craftsman Truck Series. Mike Skinner, first champion. Ted Musgrave, what happened to him? Where's Ted Musgrave at nowadays? That wraps up our tour for the NASCAR Hall of Fame in downtown Charlotte. I suggest trying it out. Check it out if you're in town. I don't know how far I would travel to come here, but it's 30 bucks a person or something like that. And parking's right around the corner if you come, and it's like $3 for the first hour or something like that. Or just outside of it, it's free parking for the first 2 hours, I think it was. Anyway, make sure you give us a thumbs up, hit like, share it if you want to.